What is good, guys? I'm looking up photos of my favorite things. I'm going to go and look by searching Google, and what I'm doing is also when searching for cheeseburger, I'm clicking on tools and choosing size and then large. So I'm going to get the best quality images that I can find. So I'd like to get one, say, maybe this one looks good because it's got lettuce and tomato, so I can pretend it's healthier. And look at the size notation down here in the bottom right corner. This photo is huge. It's great. It's going to look great in our collage. It's going to edit well. And then we're just going to click on it and drag it and drop it onto the desktop. And then I'm going to go over to Photoshop to begin the work. I'm going to hit New File right here. And then we're going to, in the print menu, choose 8.5 by 11, but go into landscape mode. I'm going to recommend a way to deal with your photos that will be the best way to bring them into the project. I'm going to go to the File menu and choose Open. Okay, so we dragged and dropped the pictures onto the desktop, but we're not going to drag and drop them into Photoshop. So I've got some pictures here. My favorite baseball player, Aaron Judge. Got some doggies here. So how do I select them and bring them in? Well, you might have this view of your stuff, and then at least you can see things you just imported, and I want them all. So I'm just going to hold Shift and select the top and the bottom one in the menu, and then I have them all like that. Okay, the other way, if you see an icon view, is you can click on a photo, then hold the Command key next to the spacebar down, and click on the separate images that way. Going back here, we have them all selected. We're going to click Open, and all of our photos are in these tabs across the top of Photoshop, like that. And more pictures can be found under the double arrow right here. So here's our blank page. And now, a photo at a time, we're going to bring them over into the new project so that we can edit them in there. Okay, now let's look at this puppy dog right here. Choose the Object Selection tool, and look at how nice this tool works. Then you can see it's hovering, you're seeing it select that spot. Then I'm going to click on the dog, and you can see it wraps around and selects it perfectly. And now we're going to do copy and then paste. All right, and then we could go edit, free transform, and scale him up or down. Also rotate is in there, and see what we want to do with him. So I'm going to start laying out this collage with the pieces that I want here. Now, sometimes if you object select, you'll notice it only gets part of what you were wanting. And a good way around that is to switch over to the quick selection tool. Make sure it's set to the plus sign and a decent sized brush. And then click on the parts that you want, and the selection will continue. Make sure it doesn't miss and leave little gaps. And if it over selects, like down here onto this table, choose the minus version and click and go across, and basically we're deselecting now. And it might take a little back and forth. These colors, it looks like, are kind of similar. Then you can copy and paste into your final. And the burger is huge. Now don't click again with the selection tool. Use and switch to the move tool, the little cross at the top of the toolbar there. So as you're building, I maybe don't want one thing to dominate the whole page like this burger. But I can start to swap around the layers to put things in front of each other. Maybe I even want this Yankee Stadium in front of Doggy here. You can see how when you do that, you can make it look like things are overlapping in unusual and pretty ways. And we're just going to continue to build our collage like this with 15 to 20 images. And you can duplicate and use things more than once. Here's another way to get an image into Photoshop. Here's my Aaron Judge picture, and I'm going to drag it down to the Photoshop icon and release it, and it opens up in its own new page. So for this, once again, we're going to choose the object selection tool, hover on him. Again, this is only wrong occasionally, but it looks like it's doing a great job there. Edit menu, copy, new document, edit menu, paste. Select your arrow tool and then move the pieces around. You can click and move things around this way, but if it grabs something you didn't want to move, you may want to select what you want in the layer menu on the side here. And I'm going to shrink this burger down so it does more of what I want. And leaves me some space for these separate pieces, okay? So this is the scale that I want. And I really want to fill this page in, not just have a couple of items. So I'm going to continue to work, and I'll show you the results when I'm done. But that's it for the moment. As always, thanks for watching.